Mr. Juman could talk about the reception he's getting from members of Congress, given the fact that there are members who support this contract as well.
Yeah, I haven't. The question was, what sort of feedback have we gotten from the members of Congress? I haven't spoken or heard. I haven't heard from any members of Congress that think that this is a good idea. I met with Senators Clinton and Obama on Monday, and they talked about this as well. I mean, every member of Congress that we've spoken with has said the same thing. Something's really wrong here. You know, that this, every way you look at this, this is almost impossible to defend with a straight face. So that's, I haven't heard from any member of Congress who supports this idea.
Do you seek a reversal on Mr. Newman or splitting of the contract?
No, we don't seek a split. Boeing is the one who should be making this plane. We seek a reversal of this, and Boeing should be awarded this plane. We put out the best plane. We've been doing it for 50 years. You know, and that's where this should be awarded. We're the proven supplier. You know, it's a funny thing with this, and you know, compounding on what Senator Tiahrt said, I mean, what Congressman Tiahrt said, I almost promoted him. You know, when you talk to people in uniform, they don't even want to wear a beret that's not made here in the United States, much less operate this sophisticated equipment that's not made here. I mean, they believe that that's part of defending the country, is defending the country's interests.
Dick, what specifically can you do to reverse this?
Well, Congress. Well, there's a process. There's a process in the Congress. It starts in the House of Representatives and it goes to the Senate. It's called the appropriations process, and I think you'll see activity in that area.
Other questions from the press?
I would want to say one other thing. I forgot to say. We were misled. This isn't just, you know, my anger on this is also because we were told one thing, that they were going to buy a medium-sized tanker, and I got a briefing in December of 2007, and they said we're still going medium-sized first tranche, medium-sized second tranche, large tankers third tranche, and they completely reversed that. The Secretary of Air Force testified before our committee, saying that the last thing in the world they wanted was a whole bunch of large tankers. The most important thing to get was a replacement for the KC-135E, a medium-sized tanker. I mean, this just doesn't add up, and there is an aroma about it. And I think there's somebody over here on this side who knows a lot more about it than we do.
Norm, you mentioned the fuel efficiency. Is there any cost estimate on that? What exactly are the figures you're talking about?
This is 40 years, over 40 years of operation. We're talking about 179 airplanes. Their cost will be $30 billion above what it would cost to fly the 767. That's why this doesn't add up. The maintenance costs are higher.
See one of the standards that they had to.
Yes, of course. It's part of the cost of the whole deal. I mean, when you add up what it costs to do this, you got their side versus our side, and they even admit with a plane that's 53% larger than the 767, that's going to burn more fuel. And that's a lot of money over this long period of time. And we've seen what fuel prices have done in the last few weeks, few months. I mean, this could be a lot bigger part of the equation. This was, and they had to do all kinds of tricky things, changing the way they evaluate these things in order to get this even close. And it just doesn't make any sense.
Why do you think the Air Force made the decision the way they did? What's going on here?
We'd like to know.
We're still trying to find out, okay?
It's a great question.
Yeah, they did bend over backwards, though. They bent over backwards to see this go to a foreign supplier. They bent over backwards when they ignored the $5 billion illegal subsidy, when they added another $5 billion to the Boeing proposal. That's a $10 billion swing. I mean, you have to bend over backwards to accept that. So somewhere, somebody in the Pentagon has decided that we're going to go outside America for this tanker, and we're not going to stand for it. It just doesn't make sense, and it's not right.
All right.